Hey guys, Brent Messmer here from Technical Taekwondo. Today's video we are going to be talking about alteration speed. This is the fourth video in the speed series where we're following basically what Bruce Lee was talking about with the 5 different types of speed. Again, those types of speed, if you didn't see the other videos, performance speed, perception speed, mental speed, initiation speed, and now alteration speed. So alteration speed is really a combination of mental speed and physical intelligence. And there's probably some elements of initiation speed in there too, because it would be difficult to separate all these different things. But basically what you're talking about is the ability to adapt and change on the fly at a moment's notice, however you want to say it. Mid-kick, I can change what I'm doing. Faster that I can react and adapt to these changes, the more mentally flexible I am and the more choices that I will have. Alteration speed is really closely related to rhythm and timing. And if there's a secret to fighting, it's timing. This is an advanced concept when you're talking about doing this in sparring. It's one thing to do it in training, which is where everything starts. When you're talking about alteration speed, you're talking about changing this rhythm, changing your timing as you're going in motion. Once you gain that experience and you have a better understanding of the rhythm and timing, that's when you can intentionally break that rhythm. And that's what Bruce Lee is talking about when he's talking about alteration speed. There's 2 methods of actually applying this concept when you are sparring. One, you can either alter or break your own patterns or your own rhythms, or you can force your opponent to get out of sync of his own natural rhythm. One method of doing this is striking with power. If I hit my opponent really hard, this is going to disrupt his natural rhythm. It's going to knock him off balance, which is going to create openings and allow me to follow up. If they are naturally more aggressive and they like moving forward, if I can alter my own rhythms and start driving them backwards, then they are out of their own natural rhythm. I can also use an intercept punch or a jamming technique to knock them off balance, the same way as hitting hard would do. Again, knock them off balance, create an opening, and follow through. The purpose of a feint, is to get a response. If I step into range, maybe the response that I want is her to kick me. That could be what I want. If I step in, she goes, boom, I counter. Maybe that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm going to give you guys a couple different options on this. If I just do a step fake and I don't use my hands, it's not as believable. Sometimes just do this, see what they do. If I step and she doesn't react, okay, I'm going to hit her. At the beginning of the match, I like throwing feints just to see what I'm dealing with. Okay? And sometimes my feints look like that. So sometimes my feints are a little bit more. So I start it the same way. I'm going to get the same reaction because she already told me what she's going to do. When I came up here, see, she's already told me what she's going to do. If I fake here, 1, and I fake here again, what's going to happen to me if I do that a 3rd time?
I'll kick you. Yeah.
She's read it. She's got my speed, my tempo, my rhythm. She's got everything, and I'm going to suffer for it. It takes 2 times to set a pattern. That means you can repeat the pattern and change it. So if I go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
All I got to do is change the rhythm of it, or change the target like I did with the roundhouse kick. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to do. Okay, I want you to come in with the basic hop, lead leg, side kick, fake. Throw 3/4 of it. We're going to come in 1, okay, just kind of use that as a fake. See what they do. And then you have the option of accelerating it or going to a different target, coming up with the roundhouse. I want it to look identical until it's not. When you set to 3, that's fine. And however you guys want to do it, just make sure that the actual attack and the feint look the same. Another simple feint to do is the stupid floor stuff. It's just a distraction. What am I looking for?
Reaction.
Just looking for a reaction. That's why I use my hands. Now it looks bigger. Okay? And if they don't react, do it again, but stomp the ground and bounce that leg up.
8.
Okay? Fake.
Oh.
Okay? I don't care what it is. You can also do a feint
Back leg.
where the back leg's coming up. If I stomp and she doesn't move, oh, that's a green light. Boom. Okay. If she doesn't like it and I step, she's more aggressive, I step, okay. Okay. Ooh, look, a pattern. So that means the third time, I'm going to step in, I got her timing, I got her. So be careful of patterns. Throws that back leg kick. She's going to be aiming for the back side. If I move back, she's still going to hit me on the front side. Unless I jump back like a loon. Or I'm intelligently going to cut an angle, which is my other option. So I basically have two options. One, she throws the kick and I cut back and cut an angle this way, avoiding the whole thing. My other option is an intercept punch, where I'm actually going to move into her motion. As I do this, my backhand is going to come down to cover what my front hand was covering 2 seconds ago. Okay? So if I leave this open, she's still going to hit me. Even though I stopped most of her momentum, she still has a chance to score. However, if I drop that backhand, as I come in, I'm blocking and punching. So it's a modified scissor block. But I want to intercept, cutting the distance. On this particular defense, what I want to do is I want to aim for that shoulder. So as she's bringing that hip across, see the shoulder's turning, that's allowing her to have maximum power. But if I can intercept this here, that leg's never going to land, and if it does, it's going to land with that much power. Basically, it's a stiff arm jab where I'm almost just letting her run into it. Okay, so she comes in, boom, she's going to be off balance. She's probably going to land either there or back somewhere in there. My favorite follow-up with this is an inside crescent or an inside axe. The next one's very, very simple. Body, body, head. Okay, what I am trying to do is I'm trying to get her guard down. Okay?
Hey. That was not. That was.
I told you what I was gonna do 2 seconds ago, and now I just did it. I programmed you. What I'm intentionally doing is I'm kicking that body. I want to, as soon as I see both arms come down, the head's open. Okay? So why would I want to kick a blocked shot again? This is where your double roundhouse comes in, right? Okay?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Okay? Again, I'm setting patterns. Alteration speed is about taking the pattern and breaking it. Okay? So I set a pattern. There's 2, there's 3. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Let's start and focus on the lead leg, because that's how the game is mostly played right now. Either 2 skip turning kicks or quick kicks, or you're coming up, boom. We do this open or closed, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that was 2 to the body, okay? 3 to the head. And yeah, I can do a hook kick. I can do roundhouse kick. I can do the double. And what we're going to start off with is the double, because that makes it look like 90% of that. So there's 2, and then there's the pump fake into the top one. Okay? So changing mid-motion. Same look. Make it look the same.
Yes, sir.
The more it looks the same, the better chance you are to score. The first time I actually did this and caught you in the head, where was I looking? I kept my eyes in the exact same spot. Remember, I don't want to change anything. So if I'm coming in and I'm popping the body, I'm still looking here, not changing anything. If I change, they're going to notice that I changed. When I'm making the initial attack, which is any forward motion. So if I step in, boom, okay, then I cut. So it's an offensive angle, meaning I'm moving in, drawing out her attack, and by the time she starts lifting her leg, I've already cut the angle. Because I'm initiating the action the entire time. That's how I control this. So it can be the back step, it could be a simple lunge coming in, whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable doing. But I come in, she moves, I cut, and then whatever is open. Right here, I'm coming in for that axe kick. Maybe a punch first and then an axe kick. So there's two different options on this. We're going to cover both, so fighting stance. So she's already shown the one where I come in, she pops the lead leg, I cut basically that right foot back, and then, again, what option do you like? Do you like the lead leg pop? Okay. Or do you like the pull, come with the back leg, or just short, come with the back leg? There's a lot of different options of what your counter kick could be. The second one we're doing is when I make my motion and she comes up with the back leg. Okay? Because if I come in and I make the same motion, I could be walking into something that's going to take my head off. I think that's bad. So if I come in, I see that back hip turn, I just cut the other direction and I have the same options on the other side. The point of this exercise is, I don't know what she's going to kick with. I'm stepping in, what is she going to do? Do I go left or right? So you got to get good at reading her hips and figure that out right now. Okay? So that's what we're going to be working on. What I want you guys to start to figure it out is step in, give me just the lead leg on the first set. Let me figure that out. Then the second set, let me get the rear leg and let me figure this side out. Does that make sense? And then the third set that we do, I'm going to come in, you give me what you want. And I'm either going to get hit or move. Step, lunge, lead, step, and drag, whatever footwork you want to use to come in. Once she starts to move, cut. I come in here, she cuts the lead leg, I move. So if I come in, lead leg, boom. Okay? If I lunge in, boom, lead leg. Okay? If I switch feet in, lead leg. Offensive angle. I fake, she cuts the lead leg, which way do I go? So do your feint, right away. You know she's coming because you just stepped into range. Right? I step into range, I know she's going to do something. You've got to be on razor's edge, getting ready to cut. Yes, and counter. Start out of range to start. Good. And the last one that we're going to talk about, creatively alter the rhythm of a single kick. Start by going maybe 70-80% speed. And then about the halfway point, we're going to accelerate. So most of us, when we're kicking, we're trying to kick as fast as we can, and we're not truly accelerating when we make the impact. We're probably accelerating from the push off the ground to maybe 3/4 of the kick. By changing and doing your kick slower initially, and then accelerating about the halfway point, you're going to see that it hits as hard, if not a little bit harder. So you come up 3/4 and then accelerate at the end of the kick. There's two things happen when a kick is launched in this manner. One, the speed of the technique is harder to predict. The opponent expects the kick to come at him at a certain speed, and with this acceleration, it changes the rhythm. It changes the timing. It just makes it more difficult to intercept. It alters the timing of the attack. It makes your strike more unpredictable. By doing it in this unorthodox manner, we're kicking and then truly accelerating. And this takes full advantage of the mathematical formula for power. Basically, it just hits harder. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So until next time, God bless and keep on kicking.